Coming up on this edition of Hawkeye News.
Red Oak ISD says farewell to Superintendent Dr. Kay Wagner. On July 30th, Red Oak ISD saw the end of the 7.5-year era as Dr. Kay Wagner has left the nest to take on the challenge of a much larger district. We'll have the details in a full report later in our show.
Plus, we welcome back Hawkeye News reporter Katie Stanglin as she is headed to the high school and will bring us a new segment this year on Hawkeye News called What's New at the WC? News on Fish Camp coming up.
Also, we'll have one of our most popular and informative segments here on Hawkeye News called Counselor's Corner. This month, we check in with our wonderful counselors to see what students need to know to get off to a successful start.
And later, Hawkeye News crime reporter J.D. Foster gives us an inside look at the new drug testing policy for extracurricular participants. Details shared ahead on this exclusive report.
And finally, it's an election year in 2004, and Hawkeye News is proud to bring you updates each month, now and through January, concerning information that will help you become more aware of the election and the issues involved.
All coming up on this edition of Hawkeye News.
You're watching Hawkeye News with Christian Henson, Natalie Hillary, Sports with Brady Sapp, News coverage from the Junior High Bureau with Lexi Belote, plus academic and student life reports with our Hawkeye News team. Hawkeye News. Leadership you can depend on.
Welcome to this first edition of Hawkeye News for the class of 2005. I'm Christian Henson.
And I'm Natalie Hillary. It's back to school time once again and a new season for us here at Hawkeye News.
Natalie and I will be your hosts this year on Hawkeye News, brought to you monthly by Hadit and Project Success. We would like to thank Red Oak ISD for the opportunity to bring you the latest news stories from around our district. And at the end of the program, we'll tell you how you can contact us and give us comments and suggestions as well as ideas for news stories.
Before we get started with this month's headlines, we want to welcome to our show our newest Hawkeye News reporter, Camille Webster, who is standing by with a special look at new faces around Red Oak High School and the district. Welcome, Camille.
Thanks, Christian and Natalie. It's great to join the Hawkeye News team. Coming up, we'll meet a lot of new faces around our campus this year and introduce you to some new teachers across the district. That and much more later on in the show. Back to you, Christian and Natalie.
Thanks, Camille. We look forward to hearing about that in just a few moments.
But first, this month's top stories.